If your business doubled in the next 6 months, new clients, more demand, a full pipeline, would your business rise to the challenge, or would it start cracking under the pressure? Most owners don't realize it, but the real danger of growth isn't failure, it's fragility. Here's the truth most people never hear. Fast growth doesn't create problems. Fast growth exposes the ones you've been tolerating. Businesses don't break because they grow too fast. They break because they try to use the same structure at 2x, 3x, 5x speed. And the faster you grow, the less forgiving the environment becomes. If you've ever felt like finding success is getting harder instead of easier, you're not imagining it. Today, we're going to break down exactly why fast growth destroys most companies, and more importantly, the moves top CEOs make to survive it and scale with confidence. Welcome to the Strategic Briefing, where we cut through surface problems and uncover the structural decisions that create scalable success. The goal in today's episode is simple: to help you stop managing the chaos of growth and start designing for it. Let's start with the core truth behind this episode. Fast growth doesn't kill companies. Poor infrastructure under speed does. And nothing illustrates this better than what I'm about to share. Imagine putting a skilled driver behind the wheel of a high-performance sports car and letting them open it up on an empty highway. Smooth, controlled, confident. Now take that same driver and the same car and drop them onto a Formula One track. The speed feels familiar, the power feels familiar, but the demands are brutally different. A Formula One circuit pushes every micro movement. One twitch too sharp, one correction too late, and you're in the wall. Not because the driver is incompetent, not because the machine is weak, but because the environment requires a different level of precision, clarity, and control. Now that's what fast growth does to companies. You think you're driving the same business, but the track has changed, and the system you used didn't change with it. That's when businesses break. You see, growth exposes the weak beams first, and let's walk through them. There are 3 fault lines of fast growth. The first fault line is profit integrity. We're talking about where revenue surges and it feels great until cash flow falls apart. Why does this happen? Because growth forces you to invest upfront. New hires, more inventory, more production hours, while the margin and collections don't catch up. Fast growth strains your project profitability, your delivery efficiency, your billing cycles, and your pricing discipline. A business can celebrate its biggest year and simultaneously erode the financial foundation that keeps it alive. In order to move into survival mode here, we have to shift to a profit-first acceptance. If the job can't hit margin on paper, it should never hit production. Your profit has to lead and not lag. This is the complete opposite of what most other people are recommending. The second fault line is system elasticity. Most firms build systems for who they are today, not who they're becoming. So a workflow designed for 10 people breaks at 20. A communication rhythm built for 30 collapses at 50. A single point of approval that works at 15 employees becomes catastrophic at 40. Growth doesn't stress your systems, it outruns them. And to survive this, you have to redesign workflows to reduce handoffs, to codify approvals into rules, and ensure every process can stretch without snapping. But that's not quite enough, because there's a hidden barrier even strong firms hit, and that's the simplification barrier. Fast growth destroys most companies because they try to scale complexity. Multiple tools, multiple exception paths, multiple approval layers, and custom solutions for every client. Scaling complexity is like entering that Formula One track with a trunk full of luggage. Speed doesn't fix complexity. Speed multiplies the impact of it. And top performing firms survive fast growth because they simplify before they scale. There are fewer steps. They have fewer tools, fewer approvals, fewer handoffs, fewer custom solutions. When possible, creating a system with just one solution is the best way to go about it. That's what will scale. Now, a race car can handle speed because everything that's unnecessary was stripped away. Your business needs the same discipline. And to move into that survival mode, remove what is unnecessary first. Then carefully scale second, always in that order. You don't want to be a victim of your own myopic business view. And our final fault line, leadership bandwidth. Even with profit and systems in place, a lot of companies still collapse at the leadership layer. The founder's decision load grows faster than the team's capability. Because of that, approvals stack up, communication slows, and managers become messengers instead of leaders. Growth doesn't create complexity. It multiplies the complexity you already had. And to move into survival mode here, you want to install a 2-layer leadership rhythm. One layer runs today, and one layer builds tomorrow. That's what protects your bandwidth and your sanity. So let's talk about the survival framework. Here's the blueprint that the strongest companies follow. Number 1, stabilize. Pause all those new initiatives, audit your profit, capacity, and decision load, and fix the weak beams first. 2, systemize. Rebuild the workflows that can't handle speed. You want to install guardrails, rules, and simplicity. Codify your intent, not just your steps. Number 3, scale. Reintroduce speed after stability is returned. This is how you turn growth from a threat into a competitive advantage. Now, if you're thinking, I'm not sure which fault line hits my business first, I want to give you a way to measure it quickly and accurately. Right up here, you'll see a link to my Scaling Breakthrough Scorecard. It'll walk you through the exact diagnostic process I use with clients to identify your biggest scaling constraints: profit, systems, simplification, or leadership. It's the perfect next step after this briefing. Once again, right up here in the corner. And if you want to go deeper, beyond diagnosing the constraint and actually into fixing it, let's work together. We'll map your profit integrity, your system elasticity, your simplification barriers, and your leadership bandwidth. And then we can design the infrastructure that lets your company handle speed without burning you out. The link's in the description below. So that's this week's strategic briefing, where we focus on the structure behind scalable success. Remember, growth doesn't destroy companies. The fragility of growth does, and fragility is optional. I'll see you next week. This is Randy Bridges. Stay focused, stay strategic, and keep building a business that's ready for the speed you're aiming to go.